He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. The word of the day. Greetings, welcome to Ross Reports, headline of the time. I'm going to be very brief today. Noticing over YouTube, there's a few other news reporters, amateur news people, which is normally great. But what we're seeing is that, you know, we're not getting anywhere. We're just not solving any problems. We can get on there and we can talk about all these crazy things that are going on around the world, but we're not solving any problems. We're not coming up with any solutions. Talking about people like Dahboo7, you know, they get on there talking about, oh, you know, YouTube cut me off, I'm starting a new video. They put out 3,500 videos in a year, 2 minutes. And I'm not trying to hate, but he's got information, and he even states his opinion every now and then. But I'm just trying to figure out what the solution is. Like, for real. Like, if you for real, man, you know, like, come with the solution. Whatever it takes. I'm not asking you to contact me. I'm not the guy. I'm not the one with the solution, right? The Father has a solution, at least in my life. But, you know, the point is that what are you going to do about it? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we can do something about this. I'm putting together an organization, and I'm not going to give any details, but you know, I've got a plan, and I'm not the only one that should have a plan. And basically my thing is that, you know, there's millions of people across the earth. Most of us are living in poverty. If we can somehow find a way to drop what we're doing, sacrifice our life for a few days, and don't exchange any currency, don't go to work, just don't do anything. And if that's impossible for you because you don't have enough food, please, this is why the organization is going to begin. So that we'll have warehouses in place throughout the country to feed people who are in need when we go on our global strike. And I guarantee you, we're going to see results. Of course, the president's going to sit up there and go, oh, you know, that's not going to do anything. You're just going to be hungry. You know, this is America. We need to stick together in unity. Don't, whoever it is, Rand Paul, Hillary, or Barack Obama, don't believe them. They're just the CEO. It's a spokesperson. It's a face. They don't own the company. They work for it. If something goes wrong, they get sued. So what? Look at how many executive orders the president has passed. But now he seems to not be able to pass any executive orders. It's a lie. It's all a distraction. They're doing exactly what they plan to do. They're sticking to their agenda. And it's right in front of our face. It's very obvious. But we ignore it. We pretend things are going to get better. They're not going to get better. You're going to be living in a little hole. You won't be able to move because you'll have been slaving, wage slave labor in an unfit building that just collapsed. What are you going to do then? You're gonna get on your smartphone and play Farmville? Okay, so all this talk about, you know, civilization and United States of America, and, you know, mankind finding a way for himself, it's not going to happen. It never will. The earth, the whole creation was not designed like such. Mankind. So I want to go ahead and cover this article right here about this man, Beau. He's in Hawaii, Maui, and he ran for mayor of Maui, and he really ran. What happened was he got pulled over on the way. apparently he didn't have a license on him. So he told the officer, look, I'm a sovereign person. I don't need a license. And he took off. Well, he got to the convention center where he was set to give a speech as he was running for mayor. And he did his thing, and he came out, and the officer was waiting for him. So what did he do? He took off, and as if you notice, he's barefoot. He took off barefoot, and the officer tased him. Now, this is a bong maker. He makes bongs out of reeds, and seems like a pretty solid guy. I'd vote for him. He got about 300 and something votes, or you know, he came in last place, but he did get some votes. And what's important to take out of this story is that, you know, it is possible. And even though, you know, there's a lot against us, it is possible. And we have to start somewhere. You know, it's like Eugene Debs, man. He talked about the socialist movement was going to take over the whole earth. Did it happen? No, it didn't happen. If you asked him now, hey, Gene, what happened? You know what I think his response would be? It's still happening. And I believe it still is happening. It's up to us to push this thing to the next level, to gain the recognition we need. Because like I said, most everyone on the face of the earth is struggling, poor. Now they're dumbed down, they're purposely illiterate so that they can't figure it out on their own. It's just like the Federal Reserve or listen to the State Department talk. You know, they give you a bunch of fancy language. You put it together, and in the end, it doesn't amount to anything. It's a whole bunch of big words that mean nothing. Okay, we want to do the opposite. We don't care about big words. We don't care about, you know, our appearance or looking fancy or, you know, whatever the new style is, or none of that. All we want is freedom. Real freedom. The ability to roam the earth, plant our food at our will on vacant land. That is the work that we have been called to do. We have been not called to sit behind a desk and tell somebody, no, the company cannot give you no money because of policy 14A. No. We are nomadic people, Hebrewic people. And we have the right, as it was given to our tribe, to roam the earth and to plant our food.